What's up, weirdos? Let's have one last conversation for the day here before we call it a night. Let's see what's going on across the market. Where do we think Bitcoin and the crypto space are going to go next? Well, CME Gap seems to be filled. We're going to have a look at that. But first, let's have a look across the market, see what's going on with our favorite projects. Jasmy down 10.5% on the day, 21.5% on the week, 30.5% on the month, and 18% on the year. Even in rank at 79, $827 million market cap, 57 million in volume. XCN down 15% on the day, 28% on the week, 53.5% on the month, and 604% up on the year. Down 7 spots in rank to 129, a $450 million market cap, 51 million in volume. Swift Coin down 19% on the day, 31.5% on the week, 36% on the month, but up 309 on the year. Down 20 spots in rank to 296, a $24 million market cap, 10 million in volume. ZVIC down 4.5% on the day, 13.5% on the week, but up 37.2 on the month. Up 4 spots in rank to 322, a $110 million market cap, and 25 million in volume. Okay, so let's have a look over at Bitcoin's chart. So we have, I told you guys, I was telling you guys we needed to close above this blue line here at 85K. We did not, which means further downside. Down here is the CME gap between 78 and 80K. We're down there right now. 79.7 is what we're at currently. We went as low as 79.1. Are we going to drop down to 77? Possibly even 75, right? We're going to have a look at it, guys. We're going to have a look at it. But yeah, here's the thing. I did tell everybody for months now that it was possible to come down and fill the CME gap. I've been saying that since about November, December, something like that. And here we are, right? So I want to say people should have been prepared, but you know, that's shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? Anyway, I was prepared. I'm making sure that I'm taking advantage of the situation, guys. I'm dollar cost averaging into some of my favorite altcoins. I am starting to take new positions in altcoins I thought that I had previously missed the boat on because I thought that the market was heading up just like everybody else. But so far, not so much. So now I've been able to take advantage of the situation that we're in, and I've been able to once again open new positions in new altcoins that I thought I would end up missing the boat on. And I would highly encourage you guys to consider doing the same thing, because I know right now that there is at least a handful of altcoins that you're sitting there thinking about months ago, but felt that it was too late to get in on them. Well, now, my friends, is your opportunity to capitalize, right? I understand that there's a lot of fear in the market right now, guys. I do. There's a lot of new people in crypto. There's a lot of uncertainty. I know that there's so many content creators out there spreading the worst, imaginable information, most of which have never actually been through a 4-year cycle before, but they're talking like they have. And it's causing even more fear, right? Because when you're scared, you search out videos that are confirming your bias. So you're searching out videos right now that are confirming to you that we're going down into a bear market. So I want to be explicitly clear when I say this. I do not believe for 1 second we're heading down into a bear market. Not for a second, right? I've expressed my views on it multiple times. We haven't even seen Ethereum hit a new all-time high or anything, right? I do not believe that we're going down into a bear market. Not at all. I've been wrong before, but not at all. I'm continuing to purchase. I'm continuing to dollar cost average because I look at the bigger picture, right? The bull run's not supposed to end until the end of this year, Q4 of this year. We're not even close to where the end of the bull run should be. Now, if this was the scenario, we were dropping like this in like October, November of this year, then I would be concerned. Right now, I'm not, right? Not in the least bit. So there is also speculation that maybe, just maybe, because of the tariffs and the Fed slowing down on cutting rates, not as fast, not printing money, that maybe the blow off top gets pushed to Q1 of next year instead of happening in the fall of this year, which is another entirely possible scenario, right? It's possible. Macroeconomic situations can alter things in slight ways, right? So that would still put us in an acceptable margin for error. Okay, so the CME gap, let's talk about it. All right, so I want to get into a little bit of an article covering it here, guys. So Bitcoin approaches the CME gap at 78K while forming a new one at 93.5. So that's good news. Bitcoin is still nearing the fulfillment of the CME gap in November of 2024, ranging between 78,000 and approximately 80.7 thousand. This gap was perhaps created when the price of Bitcoin surged sometime during the weekend when the CME futures were closed in the past. Bitcoin has been resolving the majority of its CME gaps. Meaning that it is quite possible for the price to reach this level. The CME gap develops at 92.7 and 94K. According to Rect Capital's observation, the Bitcoin CME futures shows a recent price decline, currently at $84,815. The analyst marks two key levels, 94,000 and 92,670, where resistance occurred before the drop, as you can see on the chart here, guys. I'll blow it up here in a moment. Oh, wait, you know what? Never mind. It didn't bring up the right chart. Anyway, it's right here. You can see the gap. I don't know if you can see it. This is the CME gap right here that we formed back in November, right? Can you see this where my cursor is? So the market's closed here, okay, is what it means at 78K. And that was a weekend. And then over the weekend, Bitcoin's price pumped. So when the markets opened, futures markets opened on Monday, we were up here, which formed a gap. Now, I believe it's about an 80% fill rate or something along those lines for CME gaps. So usually we go back and we fill these gaps, okay? So that's why over here, we're dropping over here to fill that gap, right? So continuing on, what he's highlighting here, though, is that we formed another one on the way down right here. Look at this. See my cursor? Between 92,670 and 94,000. Now, what that means is in the same way that we're dropping right now to fill this CME gap that was created here, we will eventually rise back up to fill this CME gap that we have formed on the way down. See how that works? Continuing on. Earlier support at 78,000 and 80,730 led to a breakout. The price decline approaches 71,535, a potential support level. The previous uptrend began near 60,590 as Bitcoin retraces. Another CME gap has developed between approximately 92,700 and 94,000. This new gap coincides with the lower boundary of Bitcoin's reaccumulation range, forming a potential support zone. The positioning of this gap suggests that Bitcoin may revisit 93,500 in the future as part of a relief rally following its recent pullback. The CME gaps occur when Bitcoin's spot price moves significantly outside the CME trading hours, creating a price difference between closing and opening sessions. In past cycles, Bitcoin has frequently retraced to these levels, reinforcing its importance in market structure. In In another analysis, Rect Capital notes that Bitcoin's weekly chart shows a consistent uptrend since 2023, with multiple support retests before breakouts. The price reached 93,457 before falling to 166, sorry, as you can see on the chart here. See how we've wicked? Oh yeah, look at that. We've kind of wicked down every single time and then moved up. Look at that. We've done it here, we did it here, we did it here. So here we are doing it again. Interesting. An important resistance level is seen around $110,000. The support levels are located around 75,000 and 63,000. The previous consolidation zones indicated key levels of further breakout towards an upward trajectory until 2024 up to 2025. So there you have it, guys. There you have it. Likely we will be coming back up to fill the CME gap on our way back up. But are we going to hold at the bottom of the CME gap, or will we drop even further? 75K, 71K, 65K? All possible, but not mandatory. Keep that in mind, right? What you have to remember is this is an opportunity for you. Don't freak out. Don't panic sell. Don't get shaken out. Not financial advice. A couple little quick things to cover here, guys. Hara tweeted out, as you know, ETH Denver's going on right now, guys, and Hara is there. Check it out. He says, good event to attend and enjoy a talk for further collaborations with IoTEX and the team. 1,200 people registered. People want to see DePIN and AI come to life. Hosting an event. Hara will be there. The IoTEX, we know about them as a new partner of Jasmy and also, Janction, and also Hara and Janction also hosting this. Let us not forget, they hosted this the day before yesterday over at ETH Denver. Now, they did this last year as well. And the result was that Hara ended up meeting with like 6 or 7 venture capitalists in the United States trying to get them on board. Now, at the time, Hara stated that these venture capitalists were hesitant but interested, but they were hesitant because of the SEC and they didn't know which stance the SEC would take against them. Well, my friends, that has changed. The SEC is now pro-crypto. So we'll see what happens. Hara is making things happen. You love to see that, guys. Absolutely. Now, guys, listen, if you need a support system, if you need to be part of a community that's going to help you figure out how to approach the current status of the market, where they think it's going, what's going to happen next, and how you should be handling your portfolio, get over to the Patreon, guys. We have a community now of over 1,900 people. We had a fantastic live stream over there this evening, helping everybody, keeping everybody's nerves in check, making sure nobody's panic selling or damaging themselves by causing mistakes in their portfolios, and so much more, guys. We've been scooping up gems over there and making profits while the market is in the red. So I would highly suggest you come over and join the community, guys. It's simply the cost of a Happy Meal. You can come over there and get the support of a community and answers. We have phenomenal community leaders. The chats are buzzing 24/7 with people that are there to help, to listen, and for you to listen to them too and learn from their experiences just like they can learn from yours. It's a phenomenal community. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. If you're feeling emotional, if you're scared right now, come and join us. We're there for you. We got your back. We're live every single night where we can all get together. We can chat. It's live group video calls. You can also book one-on-one coaching AMAs with me personally. So if you want a little bit more privacy, a little bit more of a private conversation, you're shy, you're scared, you don't want to ask stupid questions, like that's the way people word it, you can book a one-on-one with me by yourself and we can chat just one-on-one and I can help you out with everything that you need. Check it out, guys. All of this is available to you. The gems, the live chats, the group over 1,900 people, the wealth of knowledge at your fingertips, guys, the one-on-one coaching AMAs. And we also have a members only, Patreon only Discord that's available, and so much more, guys, so much more. Check it out, be a part of our community, get the support that you need in trying times when you don't know what to do, when you're scared, if you don't know if the market's over. Come and join us. We'd love to have you join. We got your back. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.